I'm gonna be cutting this video down into 3 segments. It was originally about an hour and something long. The trip I took, 2016, I believe it was. Had to swim across Orchard Creek in Cullian Park to locate this the house and barn in the ranch area. Cullian Park at one time was a ranch. It's about 750 acres. Both sides of Orchard Creek and Red Gully has little abandoned areas and ruins and other little artifacts from that ranch back when it was a ranch. In order to reach this area here, I had to swim across Orchard Creek, which wasn't too bad. I mean, once you get in the water, it's about at the time about chest high, and about a foot of just muck at the bottom, hitting my shins on tree stumps and logs and junk. This here is the barn. It took me about half a day to actually cut a path from Orchard Creek to this location. I'm not sure what was growing there, but it was these tall, thick. It might have been sunflowers. I don't know, but it took about half a day to cut myself from Orchard Creek to the barn. And the barn is actually in pretty decent shape. It's all wood. Everything held is with 2 stories. You have a first floor, which is pretty much just a dirt floor. Then you have a second floor with a wooden deck and everything. Yeah, that corner there is actually missing support. Most of the supports are pretty good shape. There's some of them I looked at them. That were getting a little squishy at the bottom. They're running out. But this is an old building. The survey maps I found, I could find photos of this going back past 1950s. Not sure who owned the property. I'm not sure if the Cullens actually lived there or if they lived somewhere else and just when they bought the property, it came with this came with the property and they never lived there. Don't really know. Yeah, this video here is pretty much just the first and second floor of the barn. And the barn has, if I remember right, 1, 2, 3, about four little rooms within the barn. Yeah, when I see these naked walls with no planking, I'm wondering if someone didn't steal the wood from them. At one time, there was two old wooden bridges that crossed Orchard Creek, and looking at the graffiti, about 2007 was the last time this was accessible until I swam across the creek. So I'm wondering if someone hadn't come by and stole some of the wood. I believe in video 2, you're going to see the house, and the house is sort of a shame. What happens? People go into these places here and they steal doors and windows and other little souvenirs. And once you have a building open up to the environment, it doesn't take long for it to environment to creep inside of it and then start rotting out and just collapses. Yeah, this here looked more like a garage where they probably used to park a truck or a tractor or some other ranch stuff. Yeah, I wish I had a better light at the time. I didn't have a very good light. Most of the floor rooms in here are wood, just dirt floors. There was one I do believe that had a wooden floor. A lot of hay and other stuff, so it was just stacked into it. Yeah, in a while I'll head to the second floor. It's pretty stable. There's some holes in the corrugated iron, and so when it rains, it leaks down, and you can see there's a whole line of just sort of a soft spot in the planking where the water over time has rotted them out. So, but yeah, the second floor is just pretty in pretty good shape. It's pretty cool when you see things like that bucket where someone just put it there and left it, you know, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago. Who knows? They left it there, and that's where it's been sitting ever since. And the bottom rots out, and the bucket just sort of sits there on the post. Those are sort of cool things to see. Yeah, this little room here had some shelving in it. Um, there were different little bottles and other things sort of scattered on the floors. Some of the bottles actually had little cork stoppers in them. Yeah, I'm not sure how to really date bottles. I know the bottles that are screw on tops are from present day until 19 probably maybe 70s, and then or 80 yeah 70s 60s. Then further you go back in time, they go from screw on tops to pop off tops to cork tops. So, and that one there is actually a corked bottle. Yeah, this property here is sort of a little gold mine of bottles and other little things. Yeah, I wish I had better camera flashlight coordination, but and every so often you'll see some more modern stuff mixed in. You know, most like I said, this location here probably hasn't been accessed since around 2007. Yeah, that little light you see coming out of the ceiling, that's the holes in the corrugated iron. Some other rooms that are filled with hay and other just farm debris. I'm really not sure when the house and property was abandoned, or I can say more no longer in use. I know the Cullens had bought the property, and again, I'm not sure who lived there. I'm not sure if the Cullens have lived there once, or if they just bought the ranch for a cattle ranch and then left the house and the barn that's been sitting there. But I know that barn and the house was used at one time, and this little place here is sort of interesting. This was the place that had all the weird bags and hay, and I think, if I remember right, it had a wood floor. I'm assuming at one time there was probably, depending on how far back it goes, probably either light was added to these locations or lanterns or something. But yeah, I don't see how people gonna work in these locations and it's that dark because it's middle of the daytime. And this is another section here. This was some kind of shed that had collapsed. That is a honey hive right there. I was kind of excited about that. I remember my childhood. We would find these honey hives, and we lived in apartment complexes and stuff. And a lot of the times, the hive would be inside the wood paneling in apartment complexes. And put yourself some long pants on, a long shirt on, and you can reach up in there and snag off a little piece of honeycomb. And my little childhood days. Yeah, the section right here, that was some kind of garage-like structure, awning, covered area that had collapsed. Now we're on the second floor. The only way to get up there was a rickety old ladder. There used to be a rope and a tire swing. I'm not sure if that is original to the location or if someone had installed that, after the property was abandoned. Also, some weird areas where the planks are just missing the floor. So again, I'm not sure if someone stole those planks. Yeah, I don't know. The corrugated iron was in pretty good shape, honestly. There was like I said, when you look up and there's a little bit of sunshine poking through, those are the parts that have rusted through. And now that the hole will just get bigger over time. I mean, at this point here, there's nothing stopping the decay of this barn. But the barn, the second floor was stable. I mean, I could walk around no problems. I didn't feel any soft spots or any kind of sixth sense saying don't be up there. So, but that's where there's some holes in the corrugated iron, and then directly below those, the wood was getting a little bit squishy. Now we're back on the first floor, and I'm about to head over to explore the rest of the property. There's other structures, and there was once a two-story house, which is partially still there. Sort of sad that I wish I would have been here earlier. But the house would be the other buildings in the house would be a part two. Again, this was actually a long one where I actually camped out over there that night and spent the night.